When you come across a problem like this in math and you cannot factor it, there are a few things you can do. One of these few things is completing the square. I will show you how to complete the square right here. First of all, you have to make sure that your coefficient in front of x squared is 1. We can see that we have that here. And second of all, you have to move the last term over to there. So let's do that real quick. Let's subtract 1 from both sides. Alright, so the second step is to take the coefficient in front of the x, right here, which is 8, divide it by 2, which is equal to 4, and then square it. So 4 squared is equal to 16. So now what we do is we add 16 to both sides. So we get x squared plus 8x plus 16 is equal to 15. Remember to add 16 to both sides, both the right and the left. So now what we do is we can see that you can factor this. Now you don't have to actually factor it. All you have to do is look for the number right here, and then you can just write that down. So for this case, it's a 4, x plus 4, and then you square that. Now that is equal to 15. Now that we have this, we can just take the square root of both sides, and we can see that x plus 4 is equal to both positive and negative square root of 15. Now all we have to do is subtract 4 from both sides, so we see that x is equal to square root of 15 minus 4 and negative square root of 15 minus 4. This example is a little bit more tricky because there was a coefficient in front of the x squared. All this does really is adds an extra step. All we have to do is divide everything by 2 in order to get the coefficient to 1. So if we do that, we can see that we get x squared plus 5x equals negative 9 over 4. Now this looks a little bit more tricky also because the 5 is an odd number. So what we do here to complete the square is we say 5 from here, divide that by 2, that's just 5 halves, and square it. Make sure you square both the top and the bottom. That'll give you 25 over 4. Now these fractions look quite complicated, but let's work this out here. So we get x squared plus 5x plus 25 over 4 is equal to, well, 25 over 4 minus 9 over 4 is simply 16 over 4, which can be rewritten as 4. So now we can rewrite this. See, you don't have to actually factor that, you just have to see what number you put right here. Or you can just divide the middle term by 2. So all we have to do here is x squared plus 5 over 2 and square that. Sorry, the numbers are kind of running into each other here. To solve for x, all we have to do is take the square root of both sides, which we can see we get here since that's a square root right there. X plus 5 over 2 is equal to plus or minus 2. So now all we have to do is subtract 5 over 2 from both sides. So we now know that x is equal to negative 2 minus 5 over 2, or 2 minus 5 over 2, which we can actually rewrite as x is equal to, let's see, negative 9 over 2 and negative 1 over 2. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel.